With these 8 simple prints, we have completely transformed this already amazing out-of-the-box 3D printer, fixing some of its very minor flaws like filament roll location and something to catch the poop from this printer, and we have turned it into an absolutely amazing machine. So this is your stock, right out of the box, Bambu Labs A1 Mini, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. This thing prints amazing out of the box. If you want to go see my first impressions, you can go check out my last video. However, I do think there's some prints that we can make right off the bat that will drastically improve our experience with this printer. To start off this list, we're going to be going from the easiest and the least time-consuming prints to the more time-consuming and a little bit more difficult ones to install. The very first print I'd like to show you is actually for the filament roll, and it only took 9 minutes to print on the Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Normally when you go to swap out your rolls of filament, you have to put the filament through these little holes that are kind of randomly placed throughout the side of the roll, and it's kind of a hassle. You can see it creates a bit of a bend in your filament. Overall, it's just not great, right? This print takes care of that right here. This thing is absolutely tiny. Like I said, it took a total of 9 minutes to print, and it solves all of these problems. All this little clip does is clips onto the side of your roll, just like that, super easily, and it holds onto the filament for you. Clips right in. Perfect. Even makes a nice satisfying noise. Now this roll of filament will not get untangled, it won't go anywhere, and this clip, you can even move it around to wherever you want. You're not stuck to wherever they place the holes in the roll, like that. You can move it anywhere you want, it clips your filament into place, it doesn't bend it. Honestly, I just think this is an amazing print, a must-have for all of your filament rolls, and it only takes 9 minutes. You could print an entire bed of about 15 of these in like an hour. Now, I don't know how it's possible, but this next print actually took less time than the first filament holder. This print only took 5 minutes, and if we direct our attention up here, it is to do some cable management. These little guys right here should be your first step at cable management on the A1 Mini, specifically if you do not have the AMS unit. I don't think these things could get any easier to use. You just clip them into both of the tube and the wire up here, and you can print as many of these as you want and run them as close together as you want. However, I found that 3 kind of evenly spaced out, just like that, seems to work the best and look the cleanest. Next, we're going to direct our attention towards the poop chute right here. Many of you may know that the Bambu Lab A1 Mini likes to poop a lot, especially if you have the AMS unit. This thing will poop for days. Now the only issue is the poop goes wherever it wants. It flings it right off the side and it's just unpredictable. We need to stop that and make a way to capture this. The solution to this is a 2-piece print, the first one right here being a deflector. And of course, I'll link both of these in the description below and give the credits to the original creators. But all of these are on the Bambu Labs app. Now, all you gotta do with this is just clip it in like that, and that's it. Now the poop from this printer will no longer fly out wherever it wants. It'll hit this and fall directly down. Now that we have a way to direct the poop, we need something to catch it. And that's where this comes in right here. This is just a normal bin. This took about 45 minutes to print, and it is the perfect solution to catch all of the poops from this printer. What else is this printer missing? Some storage. No, this is not a coffin. This is a box, and it's actually specifically designed for the A1 Mini to replace this little piece right here and screw in. All we have to do to install this thing is use our Bambu Labs provided Allen wrench and unscrew this screw right here. And kind of have to wiggle this piece out, and don't make the same mistake I did and almost drop the screw in there. It's just not a good idea. Now we're gonna take our bin right here, and if you'll notice, it has a screw hole right here that just so happens to line up perfectly with this one. Look at that. Now we have a perfect spot to keep track and store all of our tools. Now the next and by far the most useful print that I have made on this machine so far is this right here. This is a handle and filament roll relocator. On the standard A1 Mini, your filament roll sits in the back and to the side right here. It adds about 4 inches on this side of the printer and about 8 inches on the back side of the printer. just makes the footprint a whole lot bigger than it needs to be. This print relocates that filament roll up to the very top of the Z-axis of the printer. Now this will require the removal of 6 screws from this Z-axis tower here, as well as 2 from the original filament holder. However, it is super easy to do. Again, we're going to use the Bambu Labs provided Allen wrench, and we're going to remove this screw right here first. Now this just holds the cap to the top of your Z-axis tower. And we'll set all these to the side because we will be reusing them. And we'll take this right off the top. Once we remove the Z-axis cover, we'll find 3 screws right here in 3 of the corners, and we're going to remove all of those next. Now that those screws are removed, we can take off this cover right here and set that to the side. Next, we can take our handle, and you can see exactly where it fits, and replace all of those screws that we just removed with the handle there. Now, if you only wanted the handle portion, this is it. This is completely done and installed, and you can pick up your entire printer through this handle. However, I wanted to relocate my filament spool, so we're gonna do that next. If we come back here to the filament spool, we can simply just slide this off, just like that. And then just like when we installed it, there's gonna be 2 screws right here that we're gonna remove. Now that we removed the spool holder, all we're gonna do is relocate it to right here on the new handle. Finally, we're gonna slide our filament holder back on like so. And it is now relocated. Now you might be wondering, how are you going to feed your filaments with this new roll holder all the way from here through the Bowden tube and into the printer? That is where our next item comes into place. Now this next item is super small, and it is actually designed for this handle right here. This relocates your spool filament guide. I don't really know what this is called, but it relocates it to up here, right by where your roll is. All you gotta do is just slide it into place. It has its own bracket, no screws required. And then we're going to pop this out simply just by pulling on it, just like that. And we can remove this clip that we put on earlier. And if you take a look at the back of this, you can see that it lines up exactly with the holes on this new print here. And it just clips right into place, just like that. Next print is the only one that will require you to purchase something outside of filament. This right here is a camera holder for the Blink camera. Now, if you have used this printer for any period of time, you know that the built-in camera right there sucks. It gets maybe 1 frame every 10 seconds, not good quality, very bad at night. Overall, it's just not great. That's definitely something that they could have improved on with this printer. However, can't complain for the price. That is where this piece right here comes into play. I believe you can get this camera on Amazon for about $30, and let me tell you, it is a huge improvement over this stock camera here. All we have to do to install this is take our printed piece right here, snap it in just like that, and then connect it to the printer up here. Now it's a little bit of a snug fit, so it's kind of hard to get on there. Then you can just adjust your camera however you want. And we can simply go to the Blink app on our phones, and you can see the quality of this camera just blows the stock Bambu camera out of the water. Here's a quick comparison, the Bambu camera versus the Blink camera. I think it's pretty clear who the winner is here. This next one is gonna take 2.5 hours to print, and will require a bit of assembly. So first you just want to slide this piece on right here, which takes a little bit of pressure, but nothing crazy. Next we're going to take our square looking piece right here, and this just slides right over these cables. Next we're going to take these chain link pieces right here and start snapping them into place. Now these go underneath the cable here, and they're a little bit snug, but that's the point. And we're just gonna keep doing that up the entire chain until we connect up here. And I believe it takes 15 chain links. All right, it turned out that you needed 16 chain links all connected, and then they just ride along the cable there, and then they plug into that piece we installed first. Just like that. And the last step is to take these little cover pieces and snap them on. All right, this cable is all installed and let me say, it looks amazing. It really cleans up the whole look of this printer. Now I'm sure you can find other cables that will clean up, or other chains, sorry, that will clean up the rest of these cables, but for now I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. And you can see here that it does not stop your bed from moving at all. It simply just cleans up how it moves. With these 8 simple prints, we have completely transformed this already amazing out-of-the-box 3D printer, fixing some of its very minor flaws like filament roll location and something to catch the poop from this printer, and we have turned it into an absolutely amazing machine.